Yes, this is how you win the hat today. Lopsided. Because that's what that game was yesterday. Talk about a lopsided game. Demolished, obliterated. What's another synonym I can use? Trash bag, garbage, stomped, stampede. I don't even, like, what else can we use? We got Daynode. I'm gonna use Dano's name as a verb. Daynode. Body bag. But I'm still got it on though. Because it's not over. So let's slow down. Let's not be ready to call the season a dub. Let's not be ready to tank for Caleb Williams. Let's not be ready to fire Brian Dable, get Joe Shane out of New York. Like, slow down. Because it has been a little conversation, especially too on certain sports talk shows, that's unlike the first sports show that's going to give you some great sports talk, but also logical and, just common sense stuff. So let's slow down. Take a chill pill. The Giants still could straighten up and get right. Okay? We can. We can. They can. All right? Arizona next week. Better playing conditions. No prime time. Stop putting the Giants on prime time. I keep saying that. They don't play good on prime time. The record speaks for itself, but you just watch year after year. Stop putting my boys on the prime time. They just can't, for some reason, they just don't do good on prime time. 425 to next week, I got a Giants dub coming. Daniel Jones playing better, the team playing better. And I believe they should win. We'll see. We'll see. But great sports week. That LA game, I'm about to say San Diego. I don't know why when teams move, it's like, God, can y'all just stay in your city so I can stop trying to remember the name? But LA Chargers, Miami Dolphins, great game. Great game. Tua was balling on the road. Tyreek Hill is him. He proved year after year. Going crazy, 200-something yards. He might get to that 2 racks, that 2K. I got Tyreek 2K. Put 2Ks at the end of his name, Tyreek, for 2Ks. Because I got him for 2Ks this year. I believe him. I believe him. As long as Tua stays healthy, I believe it can happen. Because he needs Tua to be throwing the ball, though. So I got him for 2Ks. But that was a great game, back and forth. But let's slow it down. As great as Miami played, I'm not ready to crown them as the AFC East champion. On paper, the Jets look great. I'm not ready to crown them as the AFC East champion. Even though I got them tonight, Monday Night Football against the Buffalo. I believe they won't be all hype. They will live up to the expectations. I got them going to the AFC East championship. We'll see. We'll see. San Fran look good. I'm surprised Pittsburgh didn't have a better showing. But Pittsburgh is always going to be solid. Mike Tomlin is a phenomenal, great coach who doesn't get talked about as he should on that level of maybe not Bill Belichick, but that next tier of coaches. Mike Tomlin is there on top of that list. And so Pittsburgh should be fine. But thank God I don't have to go to school today. I cannot imagine having to show up in middle school, high school, even college, going to class, going to the cafeteria. After that, showing last night. There's no way I can show my face. I'll be getting roasted and toasted. Like, and what can you say? I can't even argue nothing. I would have tried back in the day. You know how it goes. You will argue some way, somehow. But you would have been getting tore up, roasted by not only Philly fans, Dallas fans, but also just anybody just laughing at you. Because they know you're a Giant fan. You got to just take that. You got to take those arrows today, Giant fans. It's okay. But I believe we'll be all right. Let's calm down, slow down. Don't pump the brake. Could be all gas, no brakes. Shout out to Robert Sala. I love that saying. All gas, no brakes. That's what we on right now. That's what we on now. But they be okay. They be all right. One game. Terrible game. But one game out of 18. Great sports weekend. U.S. Open concluded. Great U.S. Open tournament. Overall, I was tuned in, tapped in. Congrats to Coco Gauff. I apologize. I had a tweet before the match a couple days ago that I was a fan move for Coco, but I thought that Sabalenka power may be too much for her to handle, and I believe I was right for the first set. But like great players do, they adjust. They figure something out and they get back to their game. And Coco's able to adjust to the power. Her great athleticism, running all over the court, getting to balls. I believe that became demoralizing for Sabalenka. Like, how was she able to get to my best shots on the line, in the corner, and she's getting to it? How do I take it out? I believe she should have adjusted more by hitting the ball, because Coco would cheat on the running to the next, she had one side of the court, she cheats and runs to the next side. I believe Sabalenka should adjust it by hitting the ball behind her, trying that strategy. But Coco is hurt. She's hurt. And I believe she's here, the first Grand Slam of many, and because she's great. Only 19, with Serena left a couple years, we didn't know who was going to fill that void, how would women tennis, be. Even with the men's tennis, Djokovic, congrats to him, 24 Grand Slam, individually dynasty. I know that shit. A dynasty, individual dynasty, whatever. You know what I mean. Shout out to him. Greatness. Some people don't like dynasties. I love them. When you got that target on your back because you won and you keep winning, people want to start seeing you losing, and your competitors want to take you down. They know that you are at the top of the heap. And they keep winning and keep showing up and be that consistent. We all need that in our lives, period, in life in general. Whatever we're doing, whether it's work, sports, life, relationships, it don't matter, right? Being consistent, showing up, and when that target heap, they keep winning, keep getting the dubs. So 24 Grand Slam, tied for the most. Will he break the record? I believe he can. Okay, it's still got a lot of tank, but the competition is there. U.S., shout out to Tiafo, Ben Shelton, who's on the rise, young 20-year-old kid, I think, who's going to keep getting better. Of course, Alcaraz, he's him. Surprising loss to Medvedev, who, even though he lost in 3 sets against Djokovic, is really good. I love watching him play. He's just solid player, just very solid. So men's tennis, women's tennis, great U.S. Open tournaments, and had some baseball. But right now, this is me for baseball right now. Wake me up in October. My Yankees, I thought had a little hope, try to make a little run. Swept Astros, had a couple little a little winning streak going, and thought they maybe could, got to like 6.5 back. They could probably try to do something, but it's not gonna happen. Dominguez, terrible news, tore UCL, out 10 to 12 months maybe. Hopefully he come back strong. Was, young player they brought up this year, was doing well. So that's terrible news. But we too distracted now. And that always happens for me. I don't know what happens for you, but baseball season, so when September come, football is too much of a distraction. So now we got wake me up in October when playoffs start. I got Atlanta once again to take it this year, the best team all year. I believe they will show that in the playoffs again also. So shout out to them. Great sports weekend. Great first week. Look, to me, these first 4 weeks in the NFL season is like, I'm trying to see what's the record after the first 4 games, the first quarter season. Then we'll evaluate each team and see like, okay, who's really good. We can't judge everything off the first game, of course not. But the first quarter, especially with a lot of these teams not playing these stars in the preseason, people trying to get the rust off, get this going. Like you see a lot of sloppy football at the beginning of the season, but we'll see. We'll see at the quarter season. We evaluate everything, and yeah. So slow down though. Some teams ready to think they team will win a Super Bowl. Some teams ready to say the season is over and done with after one game. Calm down, slow down. You know, don't be like these other. People already on other sports shows like talking that it's over. Tank for Caleb Williams. It's like, bro, what? That's why you tune into the first sports show. We're gonna give you some great sports talk, but logical, common sense ish. You know what I mean? All right. But it's that time of year, beginning of September, autumn season is creeping, hoodie season is approaching. But let's slow down. I don't like how people be like, yo, summer's over. Cause school started? Summer is still here. Enjoy these last couple weeks of summer. The weather's still nice. Go to the beach, even if it's on the weekend. Go to the park. Go eat a brunch outside. Do all those fun things. Summer is still here. Stop saying that like it's over. It's not. It's not. Enjoy the last weeks of your summer before it's actually going. Autumn is here, which I love, and then winter is upon us. But thank you for tapping in. We not gonna stay for too long. Anything else we need to get to? Yeah, I think. Now they do got good defense. Dallas got good defense. I don't like talking positive about them, but I gotta keep it real. I could be objective. Like it's him. I could be objective. I think the NFC East after one game. I mean, Philly did look great against whatchamacallit. Oh, this is what I picked up too. Yo, Alabama, right, used to be a laughing stock for quarterbacks, right? We love their defense players that would, and they would go to the NFL. They produce great running backs. Mark Ingram, Trent Richardson was great in college. I don't know what happened in the NFL. My man that's with Pittsburgh right now, right? Great running backs, great defensive players, but great receivers. Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, right? Studs. Nobody ever believed in their quarterbacks, because we felt like they just plug any quarterback into that system and just don't lose the game. You got great running backs, you can run the ball, big linemen on both sides of the ball. On both sides of the ball, right? So they was dumb. And so you never really believed in them. The quarterbacks, they would never come to the NFL and dominate. But now I realize, like, it's crazy to say we got probably two quarterbacks in the top 10 and one quarterback who's solid with Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Mac Jones. Probably the top 15 quarterbacks in the league right now from Alabama. And Jalen Hurts and Tua look like they are on their way to a long, great career. Mac Jones played great yesterday, even in the L, right? And so, that was a great defense for Philly and played well. Almost got the dub. So it's funny how like things be turning and things be like just switching. You know what I'm saying? Like they had three quarterbacks for Alabama in the league, who could maybe be in the league for the next decade plus. And potentially win some Super Bowls too, right? So that was a little takeaway, a little side note I took away from yesterday. But I'm locked in, ready for week 2, like you. Thank you for tuning into the first sports show. Come here for your sports talk, life talk, great talk, jokes, fun, all that good stuff. That's what we doing. Tune in, tap in, like, share, subscribe, all that good internet, social media, but you know what it is. Appreciate it. Anything else before we go? No. Pretty sure we forgetting something, but we'll talk about it more. We see when you see you. We drop whenever, so stay on your toes. Stay looking for the content. We're coming. Just like Colorado. Oh, see, that's why I'm in tune. Thank you, Colorado. That's how we work. Things just come. Colorado. Congrats. Like the fact that it's 12 o'clock noon on a Saturday, bro, and I'm sitting here watching the Colorado Nebraska game. What's going on? Like the world, talk about alternative, what is it? Alternative worlds, alternative. What's they use that saying? I'm sitting here watching 12 o'clock, tuned in, locked in, Colorado, Nebraska. So shout out to Coach Prime, Shador Sanders still balling, doing his thing. Definitely a very early Heisman candidate. But that could change. The season is long. We forget how long the season could be and how much things can happen over the course of the season. But they balling. Shout out to them. I ain't gonna lie, man. He got my interest because college football is getting stale for me a little bit over the years. Coach Prime is adding some juice, some flavor to that joint. I'm tapped into it. I love watching the Colorado play. They fun to watch. And now I'm also tuned back into other teams. Like I watched that Texas and Alabama game. Texas, I grew up a Texas fan, right? Vince Young, I believe it was 04, 06. What was it? Being Matt Lyon, Reggie Bush, went to the right side for the touchdown, putting the ball out, right? I watched that game live, tuned in, loved it, right? So shout out to Texas. That's still my squad. I haven't really followed them over the years, but they good now. And so I'm kind of on the bandwagon again of like just representing. I'm always like will like tune into them, see their record, but I won't watch every game. Now I'm locked in more with them. And so shout out to also college football. Saturday and Sunday is back. Football over the weekend, sprinkled in with a game, some games on Friday, Monday, Thursday. I mean, football almost every day now. I don't remember football. We used to have it like this growing up. Now football is basically almost every day. You know what I'm saying? Damn near. So that's always great, to have football, something to watch, whether it's college or professional, the NFL. So yeah. You almost forgot that Colorado. How you almost forget that? We just talked. Come on. But yeah. So once again, thank you for tapping in. Be on your toes for the next show. And you know how it is. Peace and love and peace. Thank you for tapping in. Keep watching sports, because sports is watching you. I don't know what that means.